Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and we're back out here in the garage for another quick first impressions video. I was able to take two rifles to the range tonight. I'm just getting home. It is 10:27 at night, and I got to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning because it is a work night. So I'm going to make this one kind of quick, but I want to give you guys my raw thoughts and opinions because that's when all the ideas of what I think these guns are doing, how they're performing is kind of like fresh in my mind before I really get the chance to review the range footage. And so I have to give the caveat once again, if you are watching this channel for the first time or don't know, this is not an official review. All of my official reviews are on my main channel, and this is just my behind the scenes channel for my biggest fans. So I took two rifles to the range tonight because I've been trying to get ahead on filming all of the range footage for all of the reviews I plan on filming next week here in the garage, where I, do the proper reporting on what happened, what I think's going on, if I like the guns or not, and so forth. But the two guns that I took to the range tonight, one is an LMT Piston AR, and the other one is the Ruger SFAR. But let's talk about the LMT first. It's the first one I shot at the range. I think I should have done these in the opposite order because when I shot the LMT, I actually kind of thought it was a little bit harder hitting than a standard AR that's direct impingement. This is a short stroke piston gun, and it's on loan to the channel from my friend D. And I have to go get the exact specs on which one this is, what specific model. It has the Mars L lower, and it has a very specific upper on it. I don't think it's one of those reference rifles, but I went to the range with it. It works great. Things I like about it is how easy this adjustable gas block is to get to here in the front. It's way easier than some of the other guns that I've needed to adjust the gas blocks on. I like how kind of exposed that is. Maybe some people are not going to like that, but I like the fact it's very easy to adjust. So if you do want to run this suppressed, which I did do one magazine unsuppressed, but then I did one magazine, the rest of the review suppressed with this Knights Armament can. And it's the 556 QDC CRS PRT, so another 3D printed suppressor. And so this was a great AR. Very nice. My thoughts are it does hit a little bit harder in your shoulder than a direct impingement AR. It's more front heavy, which you would expect because you have the piston out here, you have this bigger gas block, but it's a good piston AR. I didn't really come away from the review or the shooting experience going, wow, that's something different or amazing. I mean, it's just a solid, good piston AR. And once I get the exact specs on it, I'll talk more about it. But it ran like a top. I was very happy with how easy, as I said, these gas settings are to adjust. You only have two. You have one for suppressed and one for non-suppressed. And if I had to complain about the gas block at all, the only issue I have with it is that it is so easy to adjust that you can actually over adjust it where it would come out. I mean, it didn't come out at the range, but for cleaning, you can rotate this kind of 180 and pull it out. It doesn't really have a easy stop on it. It's very easy to adjust, but it's easy to over adjust. So the gun is front heavy. The front of this gun and this handguard gets kind of hot. In fact, I got out the laser thermometer, and it was about 180 degrees out here at the front towards this gas block. So you don't really want to have any lasers or lights out here. It's going to get pretty hot. You definitely want to keep your hand away from the end of the handguard, but it definitely keeps all the gas and the heat towards this end of the gun. It just makes the gun very front heavy. Ran great, no issues whatsoever. It's going to be kind of a standard fare for an LMT, and as I said, it's going to be a solid review, but I don't walk away from this going, wow, it's one of those guns that changed my life or anything. It just ran great. It's an LMT. It's built rock solid. It was accurate. It was relatively fast to shoot. Just those couple little gripes front heavy, gets a little hot out there in the front, and I really think that's honestly about it. So a good little rifle, and it will get a good review, but not my, I said, it's not like the greatest piston AR ever, but it's definitely a solid choice if you want to get that. I still think I prefer a direct impingement gun, and I understand the pros and cons of each system. All right, so that was the LMT. So now let's talk about the Ruger SFAR. Now, this is a AR. I really wasn't knowing what to expect when I shot it, because this is an AR-15 chambered in 308. And I know what you're saying. Wait. Doesn't that mean it's an AR-10? No. This is an AR-15 receiver that has a larger mag well to accept an AR-10 style magazine. But the dimensions of this receiver are more like an AR-15, so they're smaller. And this is on loan to the channel from my friend Richard. Now, I still have to take this back to the 100-yard range. So tonight, I was just at the 25-yard range. And so I was reviewing it like a defensive carbine, essentially. When I go back to the 100-yard range, I'll do more, I guess I'll say, precision shooting with it. But I wasn't sure what to expect, because I've heard some people say these are a lot of fun to shoot and less recoil than other AR-10s. And that was not the experience that I got. Was it manageable and controllable? Yeah. Did it like hurt your shoulder? No. But I am just not a big fan of shorter, smaller 308s. That is just not my thing. And this one kind of goes into that category, because I'm not really sure what its intended purpose is and what they're marketing it for. So tell me in the comment section, what is this to you? Is this a hunting gun? Is this a home defense carbine? Is this a precision gun? Is it kind of all of the above? What do you think its intended purpose and market is? It ran okay. I did have some problems. I tried to adjust the gas out here because I wasn't running like the high-end 308 stuff, but essentially when I was running either mag, and I had two mags for this review, usually after about 4 or 5 rounds, I had a malfunction. And it was sometimes a double feed, sometimes a stovepipe, but I definitely don't think the gun was undergassed. And I tried different settings, and I still had the same problem. Typically, after the 4th or the 5th round, if I shoot this gun really fast, it always kind of jams. It always has a double feed. And sometimes it won't even extract. So it's like the round gets caught in the back of the receiver. If I take my time with it, I have better results. Accuracy, just at like 25 yards, it was okay, about this big of a group. It just wasn't as fun to shoot because it's 308. And it's not as controllable, but it worked. But I had a lot of malfunctions. But I do plan on going back to the 100-yard range. I'm going to test its accuracy at 50, 75, and 100 yards. But yeah, that's what this is. So I really don't know what to think of it right now. Was it fun to shoot? Honestly, no, it wasn't. But that's just gonna be me, because you know, every time you guys see me shoot a small 308 or a short 308, I talk about how much I don't like it. And that was my experience here. Is it a cool idea? I like this gun from the concept and the design. It's really cool that Ruger was able to create essentially an AR-15 chambered in 308. That is cool. I know they've changed some of the mechanics of the gun a little bit to make that work. I'm pretty impressed with that. But I did have feeding issues. And it's hard to keep on target. If you're trying to use it as a home defense carbine, you're not going to be able to shoot it fast. It's just not. So for me, it's not a home defense carbine, but it's too short really to be practical, maybe for like target shooting. I don't know. You tell me what the philosophy of use of this gun is and what you would use it for. But we'll see. I had some issues with it, and I did try various ammunitions. So Number of different grain weights. I have everything like in my range bag, and I'll mention that in the range report. But overall, it was an okay experience. I know a lot of people are really excited about this, but for me, it's too powerful of a cartridge and too small of a gun. And I say that about a lot of guns that are kind of like this, especially the ones that are even shorter than this one. This is the, what, 16 or 18-inch barrel? But yeah, for me, if you're going to have an AR in 308, it needs to be an AR-10. To have that extra weight, that extra beefiness in the receiver, it just makes it a little bit more pleasurable of a shooting experience. But it's okay. It's okay. And I know Richard's going to be a little bit sad when he hears my thoughts on this. As I said, it's okay. It's okay. But I tried various ammunition, but it does seem to always have an issue in the 4th or the 5th round. Never the first, never the last. So it seems to be consistent. At first, I thought it was a magazine issue, but it's not. So anyway, I'll let you know about what happens when I take this thing to the 100-yard range, and I'll give you another first impressions with it in that. But as I said, tell me what you think the real intention of this gun is. So anyway, that's my first thoughts and impressions on these two fine firearms. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you made it to the end of this video, we're going to say the word of the day is going to be interesting. Interesting because I had an interesting experience with both these guns. But now I'm exhausted and tired. I need to get inside, upload this video, take a shower, and go to bed. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section below, and I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. And as always, thanks for watching.